What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill, and today I have Anthony Castaneda, our sneaker reviewer, editor-in-chief of ShadeStudios, with me. And we're going to be testing out a brand new Jordan. So this is the first time we've had these on feet. We've got two different colorway options. Anthony's wearing the black, I'm wearing the white. We're here, as you can see, on the court, so this is going to be a little bit different video than what you're used to seeing. This is us doing a little bit more performance-based content, testing out the sneaker, telling you what we like about the sneaker, what we don't, I guess basically pros and cons, right, Anthony?
Yeah.
And we also both have very different feet, which is perfect. So depending on what type of foot you may have, that will definitely take into consideration what shoe is going to fit the best for you. So let's jump right in, Anthony. Now that we've kind of done some drills, what are your thoughts on the Jordan 39?
For me, I have flat, wide feet. They're highly cushioned. I love the cushioning system. The Zoom X foam plus the Zoom unit on the bottom loaded Zoom unit is very comfortable. It's a little unstable on lateral movements, but overall, you know, it's a great fit.
He's also biased because he has these in black. Just saying, if they were the white variation like I'm wearing, he may have a different opinion. Just kidding. This is Batman
I also
as well.
don't like suede that much, but these do fit very nicely. They're very warm. I don't know about the ventilation on this.
How's sizing though? You went
sizing,
through the size?
I always go up like half a size because my feet expand during physical activity. So I always want to have extra room, especially I have wide feet. So, you know, yours is probably the opposite.
Very narrow, high arch feet. So I'm literally the polar opposite. I don't think my feet really expand either when I've been playing. I typically like to wear any performance-based sneakers too, more snug. Like I don't like to have any space on the back of my heel or the front of my toes, just because I feel like I sprain my ankles more that way. And I've sprained my ankle like 35 times or something like that. So better to just have them tight fitted. Also, I don't know what it is. I think I have bad luck, but in basketball, I feel like people used to take off my sneakers all the time. They'd step on the back or something and I'd lose a sneaker. Like seriously. Yeah, that was my downfall. But I do feel like it almost, the technology in this, it feels like almost like a memory foam kind of base, right?
For me, it feels more like a running shoe. It's very comfortable and it's great to walk around, do shoot arounds. In game, it may differ from person to person.
You've also been wearing yours a lot more than mine, but I feel like it took a second to break it in. Like it wasn't formed to my foot quite yet, but now that we've been playing, I feel like it's now kind of created a perfect foam bed around like the base and the front of my foot.
Right, like for yours is leather base, so it is stiff to begin with. However, like the cushioning system, definitely right off the bat, it's perfect.
We could use a little bit more air, a little perforation in there.
Ventilation.
I don't really sweat that much though. I know that you said your feet definitely sweat. So for me, it doesn't bother me so much, but for Anthony was like, ooh, toasty.
They are
toast.
drenched right now.
They are drenched.
Drenched. I need to replace my socks, like pronto.
And then I'm actually really glad I wore my Shade Apothecary Club socks, because I feel like with where this hits on my ankle and my heel and my Achilles, it definitely is digging in a little bit, but then we spotted that I didn't lace them all the way up, and I feel like when I laced it to the top instead of that factory tie, it definitely fit a bit more snug and wasn't having that digging effect in the back of my Achilles tendon. But with thicker socks, I feel like they're a bit more comfortable. I personally don't know if I would enjoy wearing these with like a low cut sock. I feel like I need at least a crew or higher.
For me, I always wear low cut
Anthony's
socks.
over here.
See,
he's the complete opposite.
Always.
The complete opposite.
I should be wearing higher cut socks, especially for basketball sneakers. You need that ankle support. You need the support around the rim because sometimes it cuts into your ankle with a lot of sneakers. So you want to make sure it's well cushioned, especially when you're doing cuts and other lateral movements and stuff like that. How does it feel doing the movements, the lateral movements?
I mean, it feels pretty good. I would agree with you, Anthony, on the like it's not as stable. Like I feel like I need a little bit of something more on that lateral side, just to keep my ankle from rolling out.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that's pretty common. You really roll your ankle in
So
there.
usually these like sneakers, basketball sneakers, have an outrigger on the right here, right, to like flatten out. This one is just rounded, and usually shoes like how. Like certain NBA players that are guards that usually pass the ball. Like these, I feel they're more for forwards, maybe.
Medial is great. Like I'm getting the cushion on my arch. I feel like I have that support. It's really keeping my like ankle from really moving in on itself. But yeah, lateral just doesn't feel like, it feels like it needs just a little extra.
Yeah, I feel you can put some, if you have custom orthotics, you can easily replace the insole, put that. And I think that would create a little more stability as well. They also sell, you know, like carbon fiber orthotics.
Carbon fiber orthotics are a thing now?
It's a thing. Yeah. I
didn't know that.
And you see NBA players, they literally, when they give their shoes away, their sneakers away to fans, they'll take out
the carbon fiber.
Their orthotics, whatever it may be, they all have custom orthotics. And,
I mean, I used to have custom orthotics, but they just weren't as good back in the day. And they were like these hard plastic ones that were supposed to be state of the art, but they weren't the full length of your shoe.
Yeah,
which also didn't make sense.
The 3/4 one.
So then my trainers came up with a way to like make my own custom one, and they taped a bunch of like foam to it to do the full bed. But I really paid a lot of money for those orthotics, so I was not getting my money's worth. Only 3/4. I do like the color of the bow sneaker options, honestly. I feel like it's just like a clean palette, especially for somebody who just wants more of a neutral tone sneaker for the court. You don't want people really like paying attention to your foot. Like I feel like some people, they want to go all out and they want like a big splash, but I'm more subdued. I like to keep it low key.
Oh, they're very classy.
Yes, it's very classy.
High quality materials.
Look at how it looks pearlescent in the sun, actually. It's very pearlescent.
I don't know about mine, but oh yeah, the mesh.
Yeah, and then like on the back of the tongue, one of the things I noticed when I was putting it on, Anthony, was this really cool stitched tag.
Oh yeah,
with like a double. That's a double Jordan, right?
Yep.
On the inside.
It's like a mirrored image.
It's like a mirror image of him, which is really cool. It's only on one side.
Yeah, it's only on the right shoe, which is cool.
And one of the other things, this shoe was just really easy to take on and off. It's really like easy to get in, really easy to get out. Sometimes basketball shoes, I feel like are super complicated, and it's frustrating because I'm always running late and I just don't want to be spending that much time on my footwear.
Yeah.
Just want to get in and out of them.
And I love how when you lace them up, like you see this material on the tongue, literally sticky rubber.
Yeah, so that's pretty unusual.
It holds your laces in place, which I love.
And that's not something you commonly see on a sneaker.
Never.
Right?
Never seen it on a sneaker.
So it's actually genius that they put that there. Yeah. I mean, that's a big problem when you have to constantly tie your laces up. I mean, going back and forth on the court. We've got a translucent midsole here, an outsole. Midsole to outsole.
So it's like one piece, the huge piece of rubber.
Grip's really good.
It does grip good. Whether for indoors and outdoors.
I was gonna say, what would you say indoor versus outdoor comparable?
I like them. Like, I've worn these indoors. I feel they're better for outdoors. However, they won't last
as long
outdoors. So
I feel like I've already really like gotten into these.
I feel they're supposed to be for indoors, but it performs fantastic outdoors. It just won't last long outdoors. So.
And we're on the good smooth court.
Yeah.
So if we were on the more rugged terrain courts, these may be done already.
Yeah. But so far they still look pretty good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially yours. Look at that leather, no creases.
I do have the narrow feet though, so my toes barely touch the toe box.
Oh yeah, I still have space even after, the session. But again, we have totally different feet, so
exactly.
It all depends.
But so I went true to size, and Anthony went a size up. I could definitely have gone half a size up too, but again, I think it's your preference. Do you need extra space in your performance shoes? For me, I don't like any space, so that's why I went true to size. But if you need extra space, like there's no extra additional room in my sneaker at all.
Especially if you wear thicker socks.
Yeah, and I have thicker socks.
Yep.
There is no, well, I guess, where's your toe at? My toe comes to here. Where's yours at?
My toe's over right there, look.
Yeah.
That's how much space I still have.
Yeah, mine, yeah.
Yours is
got a lot of
at the
extra. Well, I can see the space in the back too, but you like that, so.
I like
mine's like, maybe that's why mine's cutting a little bit.
And I don't even wear like thick, thick socks, although I should. But yeah, the fit's great. I love this. I love this shoe.
Well, that's our review, everyone, for the Air Jordan 39. I think it's a great new addition to the Jordan family. I don't know what number we're on now, Anthony, but
40's coming soon.
40's coming soon, yeah. So this is the newest updated Jordan, and we're gonna keep playing. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like down below, give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Tell them we run this town, we represent, we've always worn our crown. We represent, we're loyal and we're bound to represent.